And we're live.
Back to regular time, regular schedule. Justin, how you doing?
Well, bad news, I have no team. The team is gone. The good news, I have draft picks, and I have a new baby.
New baby! Let's go! Kobayashi child number 3. And honestly, I think selling your squad couldn't have come at a better time, because now you have more time for the child. You just have to kind of manage the waiver wire. I think it's an excellent choice. Excellent choice by you.
Yeah, it was fantastic timing. Literally the night before Alyssa went into labor. Sold everything.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You're at the hospital stress free. You don't have to worry about like deals ongoing. Like, you did an excellent job.
Yeah.
And we saw the fallout for those trades immediately. Santos just destroys you. Not that the Lad McConkey deal really put him over. Kessner got an immediate boon out of immediate payoff out of McBride, and then I suffered the dud out of Barkley and lost because of it. So you moved everything. Well done. Yeah, we're in the thick of it. We're 1 week away from the middle, or is this middle? Is this halfway?
We are halfway through.
Trade deadline's in 2 weeks at the end of week 9. So literally those Monday night games when they get finished playing, the trade deadline will end. And we'll see if any more moves get made there. I'm hearing from the production studio I'm breaking up. I'm hoping it's not my internet, but it could be. So now that you're free from the stress of trying to win in fantasy, talk to me about the game plan. Talk to me a little bit about your thoughts in your cell, the package you were looking for. Did you achieve that package? Did you better than what you were looking for? Talk to me about that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I never like selling because I believe I can win every year. That's the belief I have every year going into it. But I was just kind of obviously I was at what 1-5 at the time. Is that my record?
Yes.
And just nothing's really working. Obviously, I've dealt with a lot of injuries, and so I've been thinking about it. And I was like, maybe I give it one more week, but McBride and McConkey had good weeks, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna at least test the waters and see what the market is like, and we'll kind of go from there. And then in my head, my target, because like I've always I know the narrative so far is like tanking doesn't work. I mean, no one's been able to tank and win a championship so far. And I don't know, having obviously won 3 championships, gone back to back, I was like, I'm interested in a new challenge, and so it's like, all right, let's see if I could be the first one to do that. So, and then I was like, well, what would it take like to do that? Like, I kind of researched like, okay, what's the most draft capital anybody's having? That's Josh Kessner like a couple years ago. And I knew that no one had ever had 4 picks in the first 2 rounds.
Yes.
Kessner had 3. He had a first and 2 seconds. I had 2 firsts one year, but I don't think I had a second or a third.
Guys had 2 firsts and a second. I've had 2 firsts and a second, but never 4.
Yeah, never 4. So I was like, I think that's the target, and especially given the roster, I was like, if I can get 2 picks or 2 extra picks in those first 2 rounds, like to me that's worth it. Because I was like, I would like to kind of see what the roster's like after one more league, because I did think I could beat Santos. Ironically, like if I think my roster would have put up, as constructed, would have put up like 88 points. So it was totally the right call. Yeah, and then so I hit everybody up, and I was like, hey, these are the players that could be on the market, and the interest was really good. So I was like, all right, let's start start working it. Um, at first, like the market was not as great as I thought it was. Like I really wanted a second for McBride, and no one really wanted to do that. And then we started talking about Barkley, who I wasn't really thinking to sell at the time. At the time, I was just trying to do McConkey and McBride. Um, and you were willing to do it first, and I was like, oh, okay. The first is in the bag, like maybe, like, okay, now I just need to get the second. And I told you, like, I'm not, like, we had
Yeah,
a deal done.
we had a deal done early, but there was a contingency that other deals had to be done as well.
Yes. And it very quickly, it was like Kessner was like the best buyer for McBride. Like, he was the most serious. So that was the deal that, like, I knew, like, I was not going to sell Barkley unless I sell McBride. Like, I couldn't do one without the other. I wanted both to go at the same time, and especially if I got the first and the second, like, we would go through. So our deal was done, and then me and Kessner, I don't know, man, the amount of back and forth we had was insane, because he would not do a second. We got to a place where it was like 3 for 6, I think. And that's the best I was able to get out of him. And we just were stuck. And then I was like, well, I know you wanted to get a deal done. So I was like, well, all right, let's see. Luke can help you get over the edge. And so I went back to you. I was like, hey, can we get a second? And I mean, that was pretty steep. I knew it was going to be steep.
Yeah, there was no. I was like, there's no way I can, like, even if the whole framework of the deal has to change. Like it can't just be, also, by the way, here's a second round pick for something. Like, we have to rethink everything, which just sounded
Yeah.
crazy.
And then I actually, like, I was out walking or something like that, and like Kessner actually gotten back to me, and I didn't know about it. Is he did eventually get, because I was like, all right, what would it take to get a second? Because maybe we can get the rest of the drops from you, essentially. Of course, you guys didn't know that. So he eventually got to me with a deal that was like, okay, I'll give you the second, and then it was like, all right, because I wanted 2 for 6. Like, that was the minimum I was willing to take to do McBride. And so then I was like, then I came back to you about a 4 for 6, and then obviously I was trying to get you compensation for that. And so that was the last bit, and that took forever because, like, Kester was to do anymore. And eventually I was like, I mean, come on, man, like, this is we just got to a point where I was like, all right, we're not doing, like, no one's budging anymore. And we were able to get the deal over the line. And so, yeah, it was just like, that was the most negotiation I've ever done for a deal in this league. Like, I've done a 3-way deal before. Like, this was nuts.
Yeah,
And the amount
somehow.
of iterations.
Yeah, somehow that was the case. It felt like I've done a 3-day deal, and somehow the 3-way deal was like, you want this, I want that, you want this. Okay, run it. Like,
Yeah.
there was no 17 texts. Okay, we could do this, this. Not really a combination of the 3. You have to pick one, and then have to match it to someone else. Then we have to match it to someone else. That was wild. And then, again, perfect timing. Dropping it on the pod on the pod recording, Justin. Like, come on.
Which was, like, that was not the plan. Like, I was not, like, out here trying to create content, but it was just like, we can't get, like, we're trying to get the deal over the line, and, Kessler's just holding out, like. So and eventually it was like, because you guys are texting me, because you knew, like, Santos knew his deal was on the line as well, and you guys were texting me like, hey, if you guys could get it done. I was like, I mean, I can't do anything about this. Like,
so it was so funny. Because we're talking. I'm sitting with Sam and Santos pre-pod recording, and Santos sends in his rankings, and there's definite movement. Like, the movement that he's made is like, he has knowledge of things going down. And so we start talking about it, and I'm like, these are some surprising rankings. And he's like, yeah, I'm aware of a move that's going to take place sooner rather than later. And I'm like, Well, I am as well, but I didn't make my rankings because it hadn't happened yet. Like I hadn't put those in my rankings yet. And he was like, "Oh, I get. Well, maybe if it goes through." And so yeah, we're recording, and we're like, I'm sure all of you were listening. Those first three were kind of like stalling because Justin Sanders and I are taking turns texting Justin like, "Come on, get this through. Like, you get this through, we can change. Like, it's gonna change the entire landscape of the pod." And Justin's like, "I'm trying, man. Like, you gotta send me a different." Like, I initially sent him the wrong picks, and then it was hilarious. And so yeah, great fun and perfect timing, but never had that happen before. We've had deals go through while we're on the pod, but never like a monumental league shattering or sweeping change take place like that. And you're set up really well. So you've got how many in the first 5 or 6 rounds? How many picks do you have? I know it's in the first 2 you have 4, but those
Yeah,
those
so at
top
first,
6
I mean,
rounds.
no, so and then all the rest of my 3 through 5 is intact. I have no 6, then it's intact
Okay,
through 9.
so really
So
good.
that's where it is right now. Yeah, obviously, like my objective now is just I'm not making the playoffs. Like, I'm not even trying. Like, it's like I'm just trying to
Hey,
acquire. Oh, it's JT. What's up, man?
I lost. I was looking. I thought I had a brown paper bag, and I was going to do the whole podcast with the paper bag over my face, and just like earphones on the outside of it.
we're talking about Justin's thought process through selling his whole squad.
I mean, look, he's going to be hard to stop with the draft next year.
Well, and
And
here's the thing.
I'm not
Go ahead,
done.
Justin.
I'm not done.
Well, so yeah, I was gonna start poking around for Mike Evans, so then he got hurt because I need a receiver for
Yeah, it
week
was
10.
such a bummer. I really
Yeah.
wanted to sell him too, and then he goes and gets hurt, and I'm like, oh, well, that's. But it just affirms that like I made the right call, like
Oh yeah, to sell.
yeah, because otherwise it just there was just going to be nothing. But yeah, the objective is just not to get last, and so I'm just building a squad of high upside players.
You have to win one
I got
game.
7 weeks to. Yeah, I honestly think I'm going to beat somebody along the way.
It better not be me this week, for the love of God.
And I told Luke before we started recording, if I beat any of you guys, I am dunking.
As you should. As you should. Caleb Williams led squad. Man's got double Denver running backs in last week. Like it's an atrocity. Monangai might see run. You know. Let's talk about it while we're here, Justin. Let's talk about the 12th ranked team. It's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. There's the core of the team is gone. We're looking at a bunch of backups and handcuffs, and Xavier Worthy, who also isn't looking great with Rashee Rice back. I mean, I think that we'll see a little more diversity from the Kansas City team than we did this last week. You want to hear something wild? Rashee Rice only ran like 19 routes or something, but was targeted on like 52% of them or something like that.
Don't want to hear about Rashee Rice.
I just bring that up in terms of like Kelsey and Worthy both didn't really have a great day, if I recall. Yeah, like Worthy was alright, Kelsey was worse, but I think that evens out a little bit. I think they wanted to really force feed the number 4 as he came back onto the field. But yeah, you're sitting at 12, Justin, and you're happy about it.
I am happy about it. Absolutely, I'm happy about it.
I will say you do have a believer. JT's got you at 11, so I don't know what I'm missing.
Honestly, I was finishing dinner, and at the bottom I was just like, well, I mean, the lads still haven't won a game.
It's true.
But I did not think about the fact that Justin has the Tuscarora High School football team starting for his fantasy football. But the good news is he's playing me this week, and my team cannot put together anything consistently. Bo Nix will go for 40, and then everyone else will go for 3. So,
Well, you also ran into a buzzsaw this last week. Literally no one else in the league is winning against Ken this last week.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Ugh. So yeah, but don't worry, I'll get you one more win, and then it'll complete fire sale for the pocket dogs if that happens.
Oh man. You're saying five losses is a fire sale situation? Is that what you're saying?
It's getting close. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. They're L.A. Dodgers buying everybody and putting them on your team.
I mean, I do have 5 losses. Okay. All right. Justin's at 12. Mark's at 11. Yeah, tomato, potato. The team's bad. He's got CeeDee Lamb back. Let's see if he can turn that into some high draft capital.
Did he pull him off the IR?
Oh, he played him.
He played him.
Sweet.
He
That's
played
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Still lost, but he played him. Yeah. Just talk about a symphony of sadness. The sad lads.
At the beginning of the year, that team was scary on paper.
We had him ranked 1. We had him ranked 1 post the draft. And yeah,
such a stupid game.
Yeah. We know nothing. The bottom line is we know nothing. Fantasy football is silly, and Mark's gonna lose again. Dubs has been fine post trade, so at least he got some capital out of the Swift trade. But Dubs has been all right. But yeah, the team's in shambles, and Mark's looking forward to next season. It's gonna be you and Mark in the 11th place game, Justin.
Probably.
So, you just got to win one. You just have to win one.
Uh-huh.
All right. Enough
Justin's
about
going to be scouting his team for the next 6 weeks to figure out what the lineup is for that game. All the analytics, everything.
No, I mean, that is literally the plan.
Fantastic.
I'm looking at week 15 and 16. That is it. That is it.
That's so funny. All right, so that's the bottom 2. JT, you're at 10.
Sweet.
This is a drop of 1 for you. You were at 9 last week.
Awesome.
And I know I've got you rated so lowly because I'm very, very concerned about the RB2 position.
Are you the one you said that? Oh, it'd be great with the trade, and when you put it, something in my drink and said, "Yeah, let's do this trade." Yep, yeah. Let's have the truth come out. We were drinking some root beers. I turned away. You put something in my drink. Next thing you know, some deals made. So just to let the league know, that's what happened.
Yeah, I spiked your zero sugar root beer.
That's right.
And Justin, I want to hear about JCM doesn't get it done this last week. That's concerning to me. The Dallas Cowboys defense is terrible.
Yep. That's not good. It's not good. I mean, I have a JCM everywhere except for this league, and thankfully I don't have to rely on him in most of my leagues, but he's riding the pine from here on out.
It doesn't make sense because when you watch him touch the ball, it's night and day with the next guy.
With him and Ramondre? Because Ramondre's running pretty good.
No, I'm talking about...
Oh, sorry. I was looking at your bench. You're right. He's the best running back on the team by far.
Yeah, it's not even close. He can catch
Rodriguez
the ball,
or
too.
McNichols or whatever the name is.
It's got to be the pass protection that's keeping him out from every down. But, you watch the guys run the ball, and you can just tell the difference when someone's dynamic. He's it. But, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely frustrating. And then Henderson probably could be cut.
I know, man. It's one of those ones, as soon as it's cut.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not saying cut him. I'm just saying
I cut him in. I had him in. I'm in 127 leagues, and I cut him in a few of them this week. I was like, I don't care anymore. And those I have enough depth in those leagues where it's whatever,
Right.
He's definitely cuttable on a good team.
But your big splash spend in Wandale's been playable. Why haven't you been putting him in there?
It's who you taking him out for? Maybe Waddle, I guess. Last week I probably could have. I didn't know the weather was gonna be so terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't get the weather update in time for that one. I would have done that, but
not that it would have mattered. Again, Ken went
it wouldn't have
absolutely
mattered.
nuclear.
So
But
he's there for when I have to trade AJ Brown. At least I can throw a body in there to start.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a good core. Metcalf, Brown, Kittle. I think this last week was a flukish getting back.
Yeah,
The
first
run
game
game
back.
looked really good. Achan, all strong plays. So
That's
you're
what I
not
mean.
totally out
Like
of it, man.
I just 3 and 4.
About to be 4 and 4.
If I can squeak by, as long as he doesn't do something like his brother and have a 30-pointer like Scatabo, out of nowhere. RJ Harvey breaks out this week.
It's bound to happen.
If that doesn't happen, I feel like I got a shot to at least to be 4 and 4, and then it's just like, okay, what can we? But it's just mediocrity.
Trade deadline is the end of week 9, so you have a couple weeks to figure it out, and you just got to make it to the dance. Just got to make it to the dance.
You're gonna be 4 and 4 after this week. So
well, see, you guys are putting that out there, and it's gonna. I know what you're doing. No way he doesn't win this week, and then next thing you know, I'm back on next week, all fired up.
All right, moving on. We got Ben at 9. Ben can't catch a break. Oh my goodness. A trade has just gone down. Hold on, as league commissioner, and I need to process this deal.
I get more capital.
Wait, did you just do it, Justin?
No, Santos.
No! Why are you trading with Santos? I need him to lose this week. All right, so we've got Justin picking up Travis Etienne, 5th and an 11th, and he's sending J.K. Dobbins a 9th and a 13th to Santos. Please, for the love of God, let it be the RJ Harvey breakout week. Please. Please. Huge deal. No, that would be great. Dude, RJ Harvey can score 30 and Justin's still only going to put 55 up, okay? You'll be all right. You'll be okay. So huge deal for Santos because he needs an RB2. The man literally didn't have one on his roster. About to play me. So now he has one. That's exciting for Santos. Not exciting for me. And yeah, Justin I guess I understand your end of the deal.
More picks.
Uh-oh, wait. Santos in the chat. But wait a second. Uh-oh, wait a second. Is there another deal getting done?
Oh, baby, there it is. Oh, okay.
Why?
Holy smokes.
Oh, come on, man.
Didn't he just start paying attention to his team and now he's trading away his guys?
Dude, I would have given you the same capital for CeeDee Lamb. More even. I don't care.
But you did not.
I did not. Oh, Mark. Nicely done.
Wow.
So now my auto win against Santos is in doubt.
So both me and Mark want 12 more.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Santos gets CeeDee Lamb, sends away. Oh my gosh, guys, more breaking news. I got a text from Josh Kobayashi. He says,
what
quote,
is he doing?
Mark turned down a first-round pick for that, which means he had an offer on the table. You know what it is? It's the Raven. It's Zay Flowers. Mark's getting Zay Flowers back, and he's all in. Holy crap! These are some crazy moves. Okay, so Santos gets CeeDee Lamb, sends away a 2nd and a 10th, picks up a 7th and a 13th return. So now his new and improved roster is insane. Holy crap!
So Justin, how many picks do you have next year, and in what rounds?
All right, so I have 2 1s, 2 2s, a third, a fourth, 2 5s, and that's where the augmented draft capital ends.
You want to make history right now on the pod?
Oh my God. Okay, what do we got? Talk to
I'll
me,
give you
or
a-
talk to Justin, JT.
I'll give you another fifth in what whatever for ETN. So you can have 3 5s.
So a fifth.
I'll tell you what, Travion Henderson's going to break out.
Send me an offer.
All right.
Oh my goodness, come on.
We're making history. Look, if we're going to be in this league, let's make some history. We're going to do it at the draft. We're going to do it on the pod.
Holy crap. Okay, while you send him that offer, Santos's lineup is crazy now. Mark definitely goes back. He goes back to 12. Holy crap! There's no more. I'm commissioning ordering Mark back to 12. But good job, Mark, getting some draft capital, setting yourself up for next year on a lost season. We have super teams forming. Holy crap!
Yeah, who's the commissioner of this league?
I love it. Honestly, this is what gives my motor running. This is fantastic. Post bye, Santos is gonna have CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh my gosh! And Josh Allen.
Oh my.
Okay, well, that's not great for everyone else in the league. Man, you couldn't wait 1 week to make these deals. I need this dub. Okay.
I mean, it's just 1 week, Luke. So
I'm selling everybody if I lose this one. By the way, and everyone listening, Luke's team goes on sale if I lose this game, and that's lock and loaded. Like, that's a guarantee. Hit me up. Okay. Anyway, we were at Ben before we were interrupted. Holy crap!
I hold on. I'm checking out until I figure out this offer. So
Okay, me and
you
Kevin
do that.
talk
You do that.
about
We got
Ben.
you.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. Okay. Okay, Ben's rocking in with Javonte Williams in a dream. He is 3-4, so he's not out of it yet. Has Justin Jefferson too. That's kind of frustrating. Olave is broken out though. And Olave might continue to break out. Rattler has figured out the connection. Chuba Hubbard is losing the job. And Justin, I want to talk to you about this.
No,
Rico's a better running back. He's a better running back.
No,
they
he's
split
not.
Time. Rico had a 52% share over 48% share.
I don't
and it almost
care.
doubled the YPC. It's happening.
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because for the first part of the season, and Chuba was playing better. Like the Panthers know that. The Panthers paid him. Like he's so integral to the culture of this team. They're not just going to drop him for Rico.
I don't think they're going to drop him, but I think Rico. I think this goes a 75-25 share.
Oh no
for
way.
Rico.
And like Chuba's the better pass catching back. Like there's I don't see a scenario where it goes beyond like okay,
60-40.
Let's say Rico plays so phenomenally better, which I don't foresee happening. It's not going beyond 60-40 because Rico is not the Panthers do not see him as the pass catching back.
But I mean, he had almost double the YPC this week. I'm behind the same great offensive line.
That's again like these like okay if it's that way for the next 3 weeks, sure, but like it's 1 week, like you don't there are multiple factors in terms of how the offensive line, the play call, for every play. So you can't. It's just 1 week. So I would not. I'm not concerned. I think Chuba's the back to own. In my opinion, as a Panthers fan, that's why I have Jacob lower because I don't believe Rico is the dude.
Sure. Well, Ben is hoping Chuba Hubbard reclaims being the dude to get a hold on the season. And this is a great situation where we talked about this team's depth going into the first couple of weeks and how it was non-existent. We take the hit of Amari and Hampton, Chuba gets hurt, and now we're sitting at 3-4, hoping we can squeeze it out. But not dead. I think that if Ben wants to succeed, he's going to have to go acquire some players, i.e., some of these moves that Santos has made, or I have made, or Kessner has made. Like you got to be proactive. You got to go hunt some players, or if you don't want to soft buy, but you still want to be competitive, maybe you're targeting players that haven't broken out yet, or buy low candidates. But you got to do something. The roster will not survive the rigors of the rest of the season without some major shakeups. Do you think I'm wrong on that?
No.
I don't know. I'm just now getting back in. I don't even know. I think you're talking.
My co-hosts are trying to trade with one another. I'm carrying the show. Moving on.
You're doing a great job. I'm just hoping I hear the Sports Center breaking news.
We're at 8. Counter live, by the way, Justin. If you don't like the offer,
I'm trying. I'm
but
trying.
I mean, talk about it. I want to hear it on air. Okay, Jacob's at 8. You and I both haven't made. JT is a little higher on him. The breakout of Addison is real. Addison might be a more valuable receiver than JJ moving forward. I don't know. He's been crazy. Sutton is a great pickup, and the Jackson Dart Mahomes trade paid off for Jacob this week. Dart was actually scored more than Mahomes. Sutton was a great pickup for him, kind of filling the hole of the Devontae Adams debacle or trade away. And Jacob's starting lineup seems really strong, man. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Jackson Dart seems to be a fine fantasy starter. Addison, Sutton, Keenan Allen has been he came back alive.
Dude,
he's not playing
awesome.
right now, but that's definitely a player you can play. Enrico is an RB3, where you don't need him to be in that RB1-2 spot. I think it's a perfectly fine flex play with some upside. I think it's a little low now that I'm looking at it, but I think I just like every other team ahead of him. But I think Jacob's doing a really good job. He's also 4-3 with some easier matchups ahead. He's got Ben this week. He's got me next week, which is, could be great. He's got JT after that. So Jacob could go on a little bit of a tear here before he runs into Kessner and kind of hopefully cement himself into the postseason. Jacob's doing by far his best job managing, I think, of all time.
Yeah, no, him and I were talking a little bit this week, seeing if there was any business that could be taken care of. But I think he's got the type of team that can win any week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can't face him and be like, all right, I got this. Because I think his team is deep enough, and I think his running backs can be scary. I know people might be down on Henry. I'm not. I still think he's going to be in the mid-teens as a running back when it's all said and done. He's not going to be what he was last year.
Yeah, Lamar
for
back
sure.
helps Henry so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And as long as Keenan Allen doesn't get hurt.
Pause everything. Show me that baby. Show me that baby.
We'll see what we can do.
Evelyn!
Tell your daddy to say yes.
I just countered you.
Oh, you did?
Oh, okay. We're losing JT again. I agree with you, JT. I think this is the perfect squad that...
I want Trevion.
The last couple... You don't want Trevion? Is that what you said?
You do?
I do.
Oh, give it.
Done. Do it. Here we go.
Done.
Take him off my hands for the love of God. Hey, you can't start him this week, though. I swear if he freaking goes off. If he goes off. Oh, now you're going to make me not want to do this because I know this is how this works for me.
All right, I won't start him this week. How about that?
No, I don't care, dude. I
wasn't
accepting.
Gonna anyway. Are you another trade is done.
I got an RB2, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
Just a
go.
5-8 drop. ETN. I love it. JT's back.
Let's go. Championship.
Holy smokes.
Watch out, league. Eagles are going to throw the ball. Let's go. Here we go. Jalen Waddle's going to get traded to a good team. Let's do it.
Santos, you gotta talk to me about these trades, not yours. Tell me about what you think about Travis Etienne being on 3 different teams in an hour.
It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, and Santos, like, I already had a counter for next week from when we were talking. I was like, all right, I'll get Etienne somehow in this trade. So, like, got him.
JT, when I saw you were like, yeah, no, because, okay, so I was trying to get Devon Shane from JT. We didn't want to let him go. And and then Justin was like, hey, do you want, Justin was trying to sell me the Pats defense for an 11th round pick. And I was like, well, is J.K. Dobbins available? Because I need a running back against Luke. So, Luke, this is going to be a battle for the ages this week.
Dude, well done. Well done. I think these moves are awesome. I think they work out so well for you. I'm obviously frustrated. So part of my machinations was like writing this week off as a W. Like I was like, he's got no RB2. He's down Amon St. Brown. Like it's over. I got this one locked up. I gotta look on, and now I have to freaking sweat.
Well, you're lucky you don't have to go up
Santos,
against.
If I would have known,
Go ahead.
I was saying if I would have known that you were going against the commish over here after what he did to me with the trade earlier this year, I might have just loaned out.
Yes, sir.
Just cause.
I think we made those 1 week loaners not illegal, but much more difficult to do. So,
you have to hold on to a player for 2 weeks minimum.
Right.
Santos, you were saying?
I was just going to say, Luke, you're lucky that you don't have to go up against the fearsome Egyptian lamb combo that I'm cooking up over here. So but you know who does? In week 9, Ben Kobayashi has to go up against CeeDee Lamb, Amon Ra, Josh Allen, and Quinshon Judkins. That's who he has to play. So it's going to be
J.K. Dobbins, lest you forget.
And J.K.
Don't
Dobbins.
forget about J.K.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll just say very quick on the trades. I know I'm all in. I'm all in on this year. Like I have good pieces now, and I went and bought the pieces that I think I need to make a push for the title. And I think there's I'm curious if you guys think I overpaid. I think I overpaid, but it was like I need to overpay to get these pieces. And
I don't think so. I think CeeDee is like one of 2 receivers, and you happen to have the other one that I think is going to compete for wide receiver 1 on the year, like for this week on out. I think what is it? You paid a second and a 10th?
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Like that. Yeah, that's like. Was that a counter, or did you just send that out?
I sent that out, but I think Mark changed he changed one of the picks, but it was like from 1 7th to another 7th, I think, or something like that. So
sure, yeah. At that point, yeah, you're like, bang, like I'll take that all day.
The fact that because I hit him up before week 7, going after CD,
and
he was like, "Give me a week," and I was like, "Sure," because I knew I was going to win last week. Sorry, Justin. I knew I was going to win last week. And so I was like, fine, I can wait 1 week on CeeDee Lamb. And then I texted him today because I hadn't heard back from him. I was like, my brother in Christ, I'm looking for CeeDee Lamb. And we made it work. And then I'm literally sitting at home group and I text Justin like, hey, what about J.K. Dobbins? Because I was like, I need this RB, man. I got to beat Luke this week. And if it doesn't pay off, I don't care. I go to 4-4, and I'm still going to make playoffs, I'm pretty sure. And we'll see. So I feel good about it all. I'm excited. It's going to be a great playoffs.
Oh, my goodness. The race is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Justin's been keeping up with the expected wins, and I think that the middle. We have our 2 top lofty teams, but the middle of the pack is so thick.
Yeah.
The race is going to be good. The race is going to be good now, and JT's now back in it by
Let's
acquiring
go, baby.
Travis Etienne, formerly on your bench.
Let's go.
So this is crazy. I
Gonna be good.
mean, I don't think he overpaid. You guys think he overpaid? I don't think so at all.
Not if you think you can win. I mean, if you think you can win, and you're gonna have like you said, you're gonna have maybe the 1 and 2
Yeah.
receivers.
Yeah.
And you still have capital on your bench. Like,
No, it's true.
that you can try to get more stuff.
I mean,
so
both of my quarterbacks are still available. Like, I could trade away either one of my quarterbacks for somebody quality. So
a piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, like, they're pretty much any buy in this league is, in my opinion, underpaying. Just because, like, I don't think for whatever reason are just, like, compared to, like, if you just look at the value of the future picks versus the value of the present picks, like, it's not equal. Like, if you are buying, in my opinion, you are getting a better deal. Period.
Yeah,
like,
I agree. 100%.
So, like, to me, like, a player like CD, like, if the market, which maybe we'll get there, I don't know, actually was like you were getting fair value, you need to get multiple early round picks.
Right.
But right now that's just not realistic.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, CeeDee Lamb should be going for at least a first. At least.
And we heard this trade goes through in Santos. You were not on the pod at this time. Justin Kobayashi texted out and said Mark passed up on a first for this deal?
Josh.
Question mark? Or Josh, sorry, Josh. So Josh,
I was not just trying to be first on the second.
Josh Kobayashi texted us saying Mark dodged a first. So you somehow skirted by me. I don't know what his jump was.
Maybe because I was. Maybe, I don't know if I talked to him first or what, but I'd be curious.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to him because I talked to him last week about this trade, and then circled, and he wanted to wait a week, and then I circled back, and I was like, "Hey, any further thoughts?" And he was willing to do it. So yeah, I figured other people were gunning for CD because that's like the best player Mark has. Dang it, I was going to say one other thing. Oh yeah,
clearly,
I got to run. But my final thought is, I've decided that I'm finally subscribing to the Luke Laparo school of drafting, which is every year you have a fresh crop of future draft picks to trade. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you trade away all of your draft picks one year and you're just, drafting wide receiver 2s and RB2s, from rounds 7 through 15, because then that season you have a fresh crop of draft picks that you can trade for Amon-Ra and, Saquon Barkley and all these guys.
Yes, you go buy the big boys.
Just go buy them every year.
Absolutely.
No, Luke, you nailed the strategy, and I'm stealing it. So.
I mean, 2 years ago, I made it to the finals, and I did not have a first-round pick that year, and I did not have a third-round pick that year, and I made it to the finals because I just bought the pieces I was missing.
Exactly. You don't. You try to make it to. You stay competitive. For the first 5-6 weeks. You see somebody who's like gotten unlucky. Maybe they're 1-4, 0-5. Something like that. And you get them to panic sell. And hey, here's a first rounder. And next thing you know, you've got the wide receiver 1 on your team. So. Although I think in Mark's case, like 0-7, like it's time to sell the farm. So,
yeah.
All right. Yes. Have a good night, guys.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to.
Thanks for coming on, Santos.
Looking forward to seeing the rest of the pod tomorrow.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to adjust my rankings right now.
Oh, by the way, second seed in the AFC, number 2 team. By the way,
Patriots.
You know it. Pats and Colts back on top, just like it's 2005 all over again.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. All right. Bye, fellas.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
Oh, my gosh. This has been a wild ride.
That was awesome.
Yeah. That was all. So, this has been a crazy ride. Jacob,
I don't even know. Do we need to redo the rankings?
I mean, I probably got Santos at 3 now. Most likely.
What does his team look like? I need to go look at it again. I was just
We'll get
on
to
it,
him.
but like,
We'll get to him. Let's go. Sam's at 7. Obviously, we made these rankings before all this insanity went down. Justin, you were the highest on Sam at 4. Talk to me why you like Sam's team so much, because me and JT do not.
Let's see. I'm pulling up Sam's team, and so Pat Mahomes, QB1. Sam's got a tight end. I'm pretty high on Gadsden, so he's got good onesies. I think London and I love Scadaboo. I think he's
ugh,
I
amazing.
love Scadaboo.
Genty
too.
is going to be hot and cold, I think, throughout. But I think his RBs are solid, and I think his wide receivers are solid. So I like Sam's team. And he's kind of like in the tier where like he's in a tier of like a lot of everybody's kind of the same in the sense of like there's guys like like to me like Jacob, Sam, Ken, you, Luke are all kind of in the same tier to me.
Yeah, I agree.
So I just prefer Sam's, and he's 4-3, and he's probably going to beat Guy because Guy has by apocalypse and injuries. So he's probably going to be 5-3 after this week. I like his position. I like the team.
I think Justin forgot me in that tier now that I have ETN. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
I have not reacted to all these deals.
It's okay. It's fine. I've been 13 out of 12 the entire time, but things have changed. It's okay. It's all right.
Hey, it's the same philosophy. Like RB23 is still it's an RB2, right? Right. That's
Absolutely. Hey, I'm still just because I'm the bottom of that tier doesn't mean I didn't get into that tier.
You're still in it. That's so funny. Yeah. I mean, I think I agree with you entirely, Justin. I just like him less. I think that's why he's at the bottom of the tier for me. But agreed.
Yeah.
I think that it's all just one giant lump, one ice cream scoop of teams. And that's why I think when we look at the 6 team in Ken, I had him at 3 pre this trade. I'll probably move him to 4 because I think Santos' team is crazy. But Ken's team, I think, is really underrated. He's the only team to go over plus 150 multiple times. He somehow keeps finding ways to boom. He's going to get another dub here against a sad lad Mark without CD Lamb. McCaffrey, Warren, Stevenson. Good running back room. Chase Brown might be turning it around with Joe Flacco giving them extended drives. Debo and McLaurin are going to be back this week, and I think you'll find one of them playable. And Jake Ferguson's tight end 1. So I think this team's really, really good. I've been trying all year. I've been trying to snake players off of him, and he just keeps saying no. Like every week, I'm like after somebody else, and he keeps saying, "No, I think I've got a team that's going to compete." And this last week, he was like, "I think we have to stop having these conversations." Like, thank you, right, Ken. Because
I'm in it to the end.
Win it. Yeah, I mean, I kept trying, dude. I tried when he was like 1-4. I went hard in the paint after McCaffrey. Like offered him the earth, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna stick it out." I've played against teams on their high, and I was like, "Okay," and now he's out of the question. And so yeah, I think that Ken. By the way, classic Ken picks up booty, plays him, gets 12 points out of him. Like that's a classic.
Yeah,
somehow
so
Ken can just grab someone off the waiver wire and squeeze him for a flex play. But yeah, I really like this team, and I'm curious why you guys. I guess we already talked about him being the lump of that tier, but what do you not like about it? Just the inconsistency at receiver?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would probably be it. And I don't know. It's just I think it's also some of the. You know how sometimes like you're late to like you see a name or you hear a name and you're like, yeah, I'm not buying it yet. I'm not buying it yet. I'm not buying it yet. Like and I think that's part of it for like. I get, and maybe it's because I've been so stubborn with Travion, like Stevenson, but like he still fumbles every game. Like, it's like I don't. When's the game is where he's out there and he fumbles and he's yanked, right? Like it's like you always have to worry about that. Booty, like is Boutte or however you want to say his name. Like that's a great pickup, but like you still have 2 commander receivers. Like I don't know if you're ever going to rock those 2. And if Daniels is going to be in and out of the lineup all year, I don't know. Like, he's got a good team. I'm not saying that.
Right.
You're a Steelers fan. Like, Jalen Warren, like, how consistent is that going to be? I have him in a bunch of leagues, and like, when you play him, he does nothing, and when you don't play him, he blows. You know what I mean? It just happens. Like, that's what it feels like with him. And so I think he's another one. Who were we talking about earlier? Like, you can't look at a team and be like, oh yeah, I got this, because like, obviously this week, what did he score, 190 points or whatever it was against me
Yeah,
this
it was
week?
like 165 or something stupid.
Yeah. So I think he can blow up any week.
170. My apologies, Ken.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he can blow up any week, but I think he could also hit an 80 pointer some weeks. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's what would scare me, because I think that's kind of what he did at the beginning of the year, right?
Well, yes and no. He's averaged good numbers, but he did play top scoring teams early on, and that was part of the open. Believe he opened 1-4, and he's on a 2-game win streak.
If Chase Brown is going to be back and legit with Flacco, that to me can be a game changer. Because like the whole thing all offseason, right, was like third down back, never coming off the field, catch the ball, like, and then we all watched it. It's not been good,
No, yeah.
But if Flacco's going to do it, I think you said, I think it's not, that's something I didn't consider, I guess, when I was looking at it.
All right, moving on to 5. It's me. I've got myself at 6. Justin, you got me at 6. JT's got me at 4, but probably will bump me down with the Santos juice. And really frustrating to trade away my first round pick for a player that I really, really believed was going to have a boom week, just to see him flop and I lose by a very small margin to Guy. Knowing that I was playing Guy, it was going to be a tough matchup. Guy kind of had a down week, but I had the Darren Waller. I couldn't overcome the Darren Waller injury and Barkley turning 18 touches in like 4 points. So frustrating, but I still firmly believe in the squad. Needless to say, if I do lose to Santos, I fully commit to selling, just so you all know. Like, it's going to be a fire sale. But if I can get the right capital, I guess, back, just because I don't think I can win. I don't think I can make playoffs in 6 losses right now. Just don't see an avenue.
Well, technically, you can probably afford to. So historically, you can have up to 7 losses and have a pretty darn good chance of making playoffs.
I have games against
You're saying
Ken.
There's a chance.
I have games against Ken and Kessner remaining, which is like brutal to me. But I guess maybe if I get over Santos, I'm feeling pretty good about it, because I like the team, guys. Rashee Rice is freaking awesome. Jamar Chase, by the way, is the wide receiver 1, all you doubters. He's the wide receiver 1. He's had 2 bad games all year. He's making it work with whoever else. Dak Prescott's been a revelation. My running back room is crazy, even if you don't count Barkley. Like, Swift is on an upswing. Kyron Williams has been a stud. He just literally this last week 3 red zone carries and got it down to the 1, and then they threw it to Devontae Adams 3 times. If he hits any of those, I win the game. And James Cook's a baller. So, like, the team is good. I should probably cut Jameson Williams. That's a bummer. It's been a bummer.
Yeah, he's been frustrating for sure.
Yeah, it's just the early losses might kill my season.
Opposite. Yeah, yours is like the opposite of kind of like what I was just kind of saying with Ken's team. Like, yours has all that name and power. You know what I mean? And they're still really good. You don't have a Chase Brown and Jalen Warren. You got Saquon and Cook, and like, so you just want to be like, yeah, that team's 5-2, right? Not 2-5,
right?
And
right.
And Saquon is scary because their O-line is a train wreck. I think I was talking to, might have been Josh. We were talking about just like some stuff, and we were talking about like the Eagles, and like they need to throw to run. Like, that's what they need to do right now. Like, they're running on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 3rd and 9, and then they're 3. You know what I mean? It's like really frustrating. And then last week they did that. I don't know if you guys saw the highlights. Devontae Smith called that play for like 2 quarters, and then they went to halftime. It was like, I'm telling you, call this play, and then they came out, ran it 78-yard bomb. And they were like, you called it. It's like, yeah, like, they're not honoring it because we're so predictable.
Well, and I think I think that was the problem this last week. Brian Flores, the Minnesota defensive coordinator, is super good. And going into that week, Minnesota was known as a run funnel. They wanted you to run the ball. They didn't want you to pass on the ball. And they came out of the bye week saying, we're going to flip the script. We're going to stuff Saquon and force him to beat us in the air.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles did, just to my detriment. So I think that Barkley obviously has better games ahead. It's just, again, it was just frustrating. I still believe in him. I'm not regretting the trade. It was just frustrating that my immediate turnaround was a dud and then a loss because of the dud.
Yeah. I mean, but the rest of your team, like, it's kind of silly.
I love it all. It's so good. Dude, Rashee Rice, Jamar Chase. I'm playing against a team with a better receiving core, but otherwise I like mine. Justin, anything to add?
No, I think the only concerns was obviously the tight end spot.
Yeah.
That's a concern. And like as great as Dak Prescott is, like he's not compared to other teams, it's not like a top tier quarterback. Though I do like
QB2.
Prescott.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
he scored under 20 twice all year.
I know, but I have concerns.
Okay. I don't see that.
I have concerns this week. You're going against Denver. That's not going to be good.
Jackson Dart just carved them up with nobody. That's going to be a shootout.
I wouldn't say carved them up.
He carved them up.
What were his? I'm going to the numbers.
I'm reading the numbers.
I'm
Jackson
going to
Dart,
the numbers.
He was 50% completion, but 300 yards,
carved them up.
But 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and had a rushing TD. Like those are good numbers.
Well, Dak ain't rushing it
with nobody.
Not anymore.
Dak don't need to rush. He's got George Pickens. That man can catch anything. All right, moving on. Could you imagine the Steelers said George Pickens? It pisses me off every day.
I still don't get it. I don't get it.
We're in win now mode, so let's trade away a super talented wide receiver.
I mean, Metcalf gave him his number. Like I thought, like it was all good. Like I don't know, whatever.
I'll never understand. Okay, enough about me. Santos is at 4, and guys, let's talk about it right now. Santos is at 4, Josh is at 3. I personally am moving Santos to 3 after these moves.
I would agree.
So we're going to talk about Josh right now. So Josh is at 4, and Egbuka is back. Pookie is still out through the bye, but he'll be back, I think, after the bye. There was talk about maybe coming and playing the London game. The Rams felt good about their odds without him. So I think Puka's back. And Puka, Egbuka, JT is a scary trio. But the glass cannon will be patched up and ready to rumble. He needs to find a running back. He needs one, desperately.
Yeah.
If you're in his shoes, either of you guys, would you trade one of these huge name receivers for like a running back receiver combo?
No.
Or you just ride it?
Yep.
I think you ride it. You're 5-2. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's scoring enough points for 2 running backs. So, like, well, I mean, he's crazy. And once you have those 3 receivers back again, as long as they're healthy, I mean, if your RB2 gets you 9-10 points, you're going to be okay. Yeah. With that team, I think. I mean, what the hell do I know? I'm 3-4, and
yeah, you just have to. You just have to play the right running back, I guess, right? Like between Vidal, Marks, and Charbonnet. But he's playing Marks and Vidal this week against.
I feel like Charbonnet. I like Charbonnet better than probably like. He's starting to get more and more, I feel like, touches over Walker. Yeah. And I don't watch enough Seattle. But I know Walker he's kind of like, to me, like Bill. Like when he touches the ball, you can see like he's got a little juice in him, but like they love Charbonnet. I don't
understand.
It's one of the situations where it's like we as fantasy people, we look at certain metrics, but like football is more than just metrics. Like it's nuance. There's a lot of stuff we can't see.
He does whatever reason better for sure that we can't, like we don't see practice, right? Like he's doing something. He does pass pro, whatever it is. Like they are like, yeah, we want that guy out there.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But I would probably play him more if I were Josh. Then
he's just on bye this week. The matchup this week's interesting. He's playing Kessner, so it's the Josh Bowl. So talk about rivalry week. The Josh Bowl has arrived. Kestner gets Lamar Jackson back, but he's got kind of a bipocalypse going on in terms of losing McBride, Adams, Marvin Harrison, and Ken Walker. So he's kind of coming in limping. This team still looks good, don't get me wrong.
He's playing Tyler Algier.
Yeah, I mean, it's him or Tajay Spears, right? I think if I'm Kestner, I'm just running it. Like,
yeah.
If I take a
He's
zero,
7-0. He can afford to lose.
Yeah. But Josh isn't looking, much better because he's got Puka on bye, so even if he was healthy, he can't be played. And he's playing Woody Marks and Kamani Vidal, who I'm not excited to start either of those guys. So, it should be a good one. It should be a good one. Pittman's been good for Josh though. So talking about Josh, the glass cannon build continues. Let's see if we can make a deep playoff run. Definitely a playoff map. All right.
And Josh is, I think he's going to be able to make. There's going to be opportunities to make trades. Some team, maybe multiple teams, are going to start wanting to move pieces. And one of the benefits of not getting a deal done earlier is that the buyer pool shrinks, which means you can get a better deal. Because there's only but so much draft capital remaining to be spent.
Absolutely. No, great point. Okay. So Santos is at 3. We talked about his squad at length when he came on, but it's crazy. CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra, Quinshon Judkins, Josh Allen frightens me on multiple levels. That's like 40 points out of your receiving room, just automatically.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah, and then Quinshon has been awesome. J.K. Dobbins is going to be a fine RB2. You just making the switch so he can actually play him this week. And Josh Allen's obviously a stud. So Santos spends some capital, builds depth. I love it. And we talked about it, like I said, at length. But anything else you guys want to add here? Great moves for Santos.
Who's he gonna be? Who's his flex?
So after the bye,
is it Ladd?
It'll be Ladd. Yeah, Ladd or Montgomery.
That'll be what he does next.
Yeah. You pick.
Because Montgomery's going to be his RB2, correct? That's what he has?
Him or Dobbins, right? So you're playing Dobbins, you're tossing Montgomery in there or Ladd. I think it's a great situation.
He's not done. He's going to go try to find someone better than Ladd. I guarantee it. After the conversation he just said where he's all in, like you're all in, you're not throwing that team out there with Ladd McConkey as your flex.
Hey, could be Jamar Chase after he beats me this week.
Yeah, like I feel like he's in. Like he feels it. And Ladd ain't gonna be the one that leads him there.
That's funny. All right. Guys at 2, stays at 2. By the way, no change at the top 5. I guess it's a swap. So Santos went to 3, Josh is at 4. So that's the one change. Guys at 2, wins a close one versus me. The team's still good. He's got a bye week. Apocalypse versus Sam this week, but he can afford to lose because he beat me. Obviously, he could afford to lose even if he lost to me. And the team's just good, man. It's just good. Jahmyr Gibbs is pretty good at football. Jackson Smith-Njigba, pretty good at football. Pretty good. It's so frustrating. So when I was mocking for the first round, it was between Bijan or Chase for me. Like, truly, it was just between those two. And if I went Bijan number 1 overall, my plan was to take JSN with the last pick of the second round, because I was a firm believer in him. But then taking Chase, my plan was to go RB. And it's. I mean, I'm glad that half my picks on my thoughts were good. Just the ones that I went with were poor, I guess. This team is so good, man. I think the Rachaad White JCM move has worked out really well for him. Not that White has been incredible, but it's so good to have that that backfield locked up. And he's playing Kenneth Gainwell this week. That's funny.
I was texting with Guy because I was trying to sell him the New England defense, and he was like, "Yeah, this week's just a throwaway week. He's like, I've lost."
Oh man, that's so funny. I mean, hey, Kenneth can fall in the end zone.
Yeah, it's possible
for sure.
Hope Daniels is not going to play. He's going to have to probably cut Goff to find someone else.
who
You
should have
don't
been cut already.
Yeah, most likely, probably. Goff is such a great like spot play in the right matchup in the right setting.
Yeah.
But this is not it. And then Kessler's at 1, and Kessler, we had him at 1 kind of on ironically because he like beat Guy, even though we like Guy's roster better. But I just straight up like Kessler's roster.
Oh, absolutely. It is the best roster.
Adding McBride, adding Adams were the two big. I mean, other than the running back hole, I'm doing air quotes, were the two major holes on the depth / roster. But he's filled them up, and you can play Jordan Mason or Kenneth Walker the rest of the year. You're going to be fine because the rest of the team is so explosive. Adunze has been kind of a flop, but you can play Adams now with Pickens. Like, I think Pickens takes a little bit of a hit to his ceiling, but I think his floor gets better with CD back because he's not going to have all the double coverage. This team's just super good. It's very good. Kessler trading or just managing out of his mind and not super hurt on capital either. I was trying to pull up his roster because I want to talk about it. I think he's really just down that second rounder. So yeah, he's down the second rounder. He has a spare fourth. He has 2. Yeah, he's literally only missing a second rounder. And he's able to build this board, this team. So Kessler managing very well, maintains the top spot. The Josh Bowl is going to be great. All right. Holy shrimp. That was a long pod. Whew. Exciting.
That was awesome.
Terrifying. Yeah, been fantastic. JT, I'm super glad that you've been able to get on. We love having you.
I love it. You guys ever don't have someone to come on, just text me. I'll try to pop on.
I will not forget that. We're with new baby. I'm glad Justin was be able to be here this week. I honestly thought I kind of almost wrote Justin off. I was like, new child. If he was like, dude, I can't be on for a couple weeks, I'd be like, I get it, brother.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
the show must go on. And we had 3 guests. We had Evelyn, we had JT, and Santos. Look at that. What a crazy week.
That's when you just hold them. You can go play video games. They just sit right in your arm.
I know. I've actually got quite a bit of time.
Right now you got some time. Just feed it, sleep. There you go. You could be sitting there playing a game.
That's why, I think when Isla was born, I think the narrative was like, oh, Justin's team's going to. Honestly, my team got better because I had time to put in.
You're sitting gently That's right. Just staring at teams. I'm gonna make this deal. I'm gonna make that deal.
You're asking the baby, hey, who do I start this week?
What do you think? Who's my flex play? Come on, you know it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
no, it's awesome. I love popping on. I wish I had the brown bag though, but now that I made that trade,
your
brown bag is off, baby.
Can you imagine you lock in the deal, you just rip it off?
Oh, that would have been amazing. I'm so upset that I did not have a brown. I asked Elena, I was like, hey, do we have a brown grocery? She was like, yeah. And then of course, nothing. I was so disappointed.
Justin, before we end, is there any other trades you wanna process? I'm right here. I can hit process for you.
If you want some of my players, send me offers, man. I was serious. I'm tearing this thing down to the studs.
Maybe I come back to you for Pitts. I'll talk post pod.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
It's been great. It's been fun. I love you all. Holy crap! What a great pod.
Awesome.
Good luck to everyone except for Santos. I hope this doesn't work out for you. All right. Bye.